This is ABC, Allan Brocasting Company from London. Today, let's discuss the book The Talent Code by Daniel Coyle. Well, let's start off with one of his quote. That is, greatness is not born, it is grown. Well, how can you grow your greatness then? For that, we need to grow the myelin in our head. Yes, because myelin is a substance that is found in your brain neurons, which help in the signal transmission of information. Well, if the myelin increases, it insulates the neurons, and more signals or more power and is transmitted between your brain, and this increases the efficiency. So whatever you are going to do, if you are like walking, you're talking, or even if you're just looking at something, your brain is working a lot. So for that, if you don't have the proper, or if it is not efficient, it will be hard for you to get the task. So if you grow more myelin, automatically you will be able to do the task better. So in other words, you can develop your skill. And so this is what you meant by you have to rewire your brain. Well then, how can you grow the myelin? For that, we have to get involved in deep practice, or get indulged in deep practice. We have to do deliberate practice from our side. The practice what we are going to do should have a purpose. So how should you practice then? For that, as I have told earlier, what we have to do is to get out of our comfort zone and work in the stretch zone. That is, you practice really hard, you stretch out of your comfort zone and you work really hard for it. So but make sure that you don't go to the snap zone where you injure yourself. So you have to keep challenging yourself step by step, and then automatically you will get out of your comfort zone. And when you are doing more practice, your myelin gets developed in your brain. Just remember that struggle is a biological requirement, not an option. So you have to struggle if you want to develop the myelin. Now, just to put in perspective, like how these bodybuilders, they actually they hurt their muscles, but not too much, just enough so that their body can develop the muscles stronger, so that later on they can pick more heavier weights. Similar to that, if you are in your comfort zone and you don't do anything, you will be in that same level. But you put in little by little effort, and then you get into the stretch zone, and automatically you will become better in what you're doing. But do not push further and snap yourself. So if you have deep practice, automatically myelin builds in your brain, and once it builds, you're automatically getting into greatness, and you have a very good strength in your skill. Now, another thing what I wanted to mention is ignition. Now, why ignition? Ignition helps you to come out of your comfort zone and try to practice or try to achieve something a little more harder. Why? It is the belief that one can achieve the task. So for the ignition, I will give you an example. In the 1940s, it was believed that nobody can run a mile in 4 minutes. They thought that it was a normal human being cannot do it. That person will disintegrate. That was the belief at that time. Well, Roger Barrister, an Oxford student at that time, he actually was able to break the 4-minute mile barrier. So with his intense hard work and efforts, he did that. Well, the point is that within the next 3 years, about 17 people broke the same record, the same barrier. So what does that mean? They were after he breaking that record, everyone understood that, oh, he was able to do it, then why can't they? So then they tried harder, and they put in more effort, and they were able to break the barrier. So they believed that they can achieve. So you should have the ignition in you, and then if you will be able to do put in more efforts, you will put in more practice, and automatically you will come out of your comfort zone, work in the stretch zone, and then what happens is you're developing your myelin, so you are developing your talent, and automatically your greatness is growing. So we come back to the quote, and now you know why greatness is not born. Like, no one, Michelangelo, Jordan, none of them, they were not instant famous in one day. They put in their hard work and efforts, and they built themselves up from scratch. So let me end this thing by saying one more thing: action, action, action. Why? Because even if you plan your day, even if you have passion in what you're doing, nothing matters unless you put in action. So I hope you'll put in more efforts and action into what you want to do and become more successful. Thank you.